I'm back again. So you probably see me in the same clothes because while I have the energy, I am going to be doing videos back to back here. So that's why I'm wearing the same shirt. But who cares, right? Anyway, I wanted to talk about disease. And again, if you've been watching the videos, you know I was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, which is a disease that I am living with now, currently. And I am also believing in a miracle and believing in a cure. And I'm already on the way to that, pretty much on that. Like I'm healing this thing with food, with emotional and mental health, with meditation, with exercise, with just a ton of things that are going on that I'm healing it with. And I'm bouncing back pretty well. It's only been 3.5 months. And the last PET scan I had, it showed it's clear. Like there is nothing going on in my body. Right now, the doctors are wanting treatment to be more of a preventative measure to prevent it from coming back. They have not used the word remission. Now, this is what happens when you're in a medical model. A medical model is fear-based. Whenever anyone hears the word cancer, they immediately go into fear. I know I did, because if you watch movies, you see it depicted in the movies that everybody dies from it, pretty much. That's not actually true. So if you have a so-called terminal illness, here's the truth, right? We're all terminal. We're all going to die someday from something. And nobody knows the time or the hour. Only God knows. And, you know, this has been a real test for me, right? To not live in fear, because I teach that. I was a counselor for many years, counseling people on not living in fear and living in faith and possibility. And now I am truly being tested in this. And I am going to tell you, I'm winning it. I am winning it. I 100% believe that that a miracle can happen for you. It's happening for me, you know, with what I'm doing. And really it's about faith in a miracle, faith in a possibility that you can be healed from it. That the medical model says it's not curable and the faith model says it is, right? So it's like deciding which one you want to go down. And it can be difficult when that one side is saying, I just want to remind you, Sherry, that it's not curable, right? Just a reminder. And then the other side is saying, well, okay, yeah, you're saying that. I know a God that cures disease, right? So love that so much. And so it's just being on that side of it. Easier said than done, believe me. I have struggled with it off and on. And that's because we're human, you know, we're human. So anyway, I wanted to ask a question that I heard that came from somewhere, something I read, a video I watched, I don't even remember. It hit me so hard. Like it was just right to hear, right to my heart. And that was, what is the purpose of your disease? What is the purpose of your cancer? And even thinking about that right now, I get choked up because it's such a powerful question. And I really do believe that if we take responsibility, right, there's something deeper into this. There's something there's something here that wants to teach us something, right? And so I've made this diagnosis of metastatic breast cancer a teacher. And it's been the most powerful thing to flip it that way. Instead of seeing it as, oh my God, like my life is over. What am I going to do? Like I'm going to die tomorrow or whatever it is, to not live in that place, to live in a place of what does it have to teach me? Because it's there for a reason. Really do believe that. I don't believe that God for 1 minute wants us to have disease. So I want to make that clear. However, it's there, right? So dis-ease, what is dis-ease? Dis-ease, anything that takes you away from ease, right? So for me, it was diving deeper into what where did this come from? Like, why is it there? What happened? What happened? And so I do believe that there is a link between, I don't have a study. Okay, so I just want you to hear me out. I'm going to look. I don't have a study for this or anything like that. It was a download from God, a spirit. Is there's got to be, there's a link between trauma and cancer. Because there's also, like, if you think about stress, right? Like, stress is one of the number one leading causes of disease. So anything that's stressing you out or causing you dis-ease, if you break down the word, that is a catalyst to getting disease, right? Stress, like anything that's taking you out of peace and harmony. Now, right before this happened, I was super stressed out. I was not in peace and harmony. I wasn't joyful and happy. Like, there was just a lot going on in my life. I was doing. I wasn't resting. I was, really working past my capacity. So, like, I've always been that way, where I've always been like, up until now, like, now it's like my body's like, no, it's time to rest. I'm listening to it, right? Because I don't want to be in disease. I don't want to be out of peace and harmony, or out of alignment with who I am and myself. So what is the purpose of cancer? For me, it's to get me to wake up, to go, wait a minute, I have been in disease. I have already been in disease. So dis-ease. So if you break that word down, I would ask you, where have you been in dis-ease? What is happening in your life right now? I don't want you to get this. I don't want anyone to get it, really. Like, anyway, anything I could do to help prevent it, I will do. And so it's not even about, like, yeah, we want to heal. If you have it, we want to heal it. If you don't have it, we want you to prevent you from having it. So I'm telling you right now, one of the biggest things is stress. And I still am an advocate for personal development and your spiritual growth and all of those things. And, I was helping people with their lives. And at the same time, I was in disease. I was not in a good place, not in alignment with myself, and spiritually dead would be a good way to put it. And I think that in order for you to be fully you, is to tap into that spiritual side of yourself, whatever it is, whether it's faith in God or Buddha or whatever, I don't care. Divine spirit, it could be all those things, is to find that. Where is that for you? Where is that for you? And ask that question to yourself. What's the purpose of this disease? And if you are out of alignment, and then you are stressed out, and you are not in peace and harmony, you're opening yourself to disease, and to a body disease, right? So just sit with that, because for me, it was so powerful. It changed a lot of things for me by asking that powerful question. So I ask it to you. And then I ask you, if you don't have anything physical, that you look at that word too, because it's really important to prevent this from happening in the first place. Anything that takes you out of peace and harmony is a dis-ease. You're not at ease. And the longer you're not at ease, the more susceptible you are to cancer. Cancer, everybody has cancer in their bodies, which is something I did not know until this impacted me. And when you have stress, you put pressure on your immune system. You lowers your immune system, and you're susceptible to the cancer cells in your body becoming bad cancer. So we don't want that, right? We want to prevent that from happening. More on that later. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. So thank you for checking it out. And again, if you have anything you want to ask me, please feel free to do it. All right. Love you guys.